Welcome back, and thank you for watching Good Day.
Your pancakes and waffles would be, I'm going to say it, naked, if not for the substance. A sweet sap, which comes from a tree. You okay?
I am.
Anne-Marie Michaels and Jeff Dick join us this morning with the Northwest Ohio Maple Syrup Festival. It is coming up. Good morning. Thanks for being here today.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We just need some pancakes and waffles
Yeah,
now.
we do. Some French toast as well.
Ah, yes. Yeah, you're a French toast guy.
That works too.
So this is an annual festival you all have been doing for a number of years. What's going on? It's this Saturday, right?
It is this Saturday out in Montpelier, Ohio at our Williams County Fairgrounds. This is about the 26th year that we've done this annual event, and it's a great time for people to bring their families out. So.
Nice. So what can we expect from this festival?
If people come out, it's from 8 to 12. Pancakes and made by the Northwest Ohio Maple Syrup producers, real syrup. So people get to try it. It's made there, most of it right there on the fairgrounds. There's a real sugar shack running evaporator, so you get to see that. Jeff can talk a little bit about that.
We'll be boiling the syrup right there on the spot, so they'll bring out their families and watch us turn the maple sap that comes from our maple trees here in Northwest Ohio right into the syrup, the final product.
Love that.
On the pancakes.
So how long does that process take?
Well, it can take any length of time, just kind of depending on how big of evaporator or thing that you're running. But for the most part, it's going to take a couple hours to turn sap into syrup, and it'll be a fun time though that we can show them really in a condensed time for them to
be able to see it,
and understand it.
Yeah. So that's it right there.
Yeah, it's boiling
John Monk went last year.
Yeah, so we have some footage from that. Yep.
Awesome. So when I take a look at these bottles of maple syrup here, it's not just maple syrup, but it's something a little more.
Yeah, we can do a lot of things with it. So we have some maple sugar candy, which is just maple syrup boiled down further until it starts to turn to actually a solid, and then it's poured in molds. We'll have some there available that day, even in bunny rabbit molds. We have maple coffee. We also age syrup in bourbon barrels. So we have bourbon aged maple syrup. We have a new jalapeno syrup, which we're doing with some.
Like that.
He likes those. Yeah, good.
Add spicy and some sweet.
Yeah, right.
I had no idea you could do all that with maple syrup.
You can do a lot of different things with maple syrup. We'll even have maple cotton candy there. We'll have maple kettle corn there. The
cotton candy is fresh spun. And there's not just that going on, but you can take horse-drawn wagon rides or tractor wagon rides over a covered bridge to the Sugar Shack from where the breakfast is. But there's also a lot of forestry events, wildlife events going on that day. You just walk up to people and you can talk to them about all different kinds of things. And it's all free except for the breakfast. There is a charge for the breakfast. For adults, it's $8, and children 5 and under are free, but that's an educational event. And lots of grandparents bring out their grandkids. They just have a fun morning with it.
And I've grown to love maple syrup here in recent years. I always grew up on the fake stuff, you know, and then you start, I know.
He just caught offense.
I did.
But, you know, then I learned, you know, how really bad it is for us, and then the benefits of pure maple syrup and how you can use it in cooking and all kinds of things.
A lot of natural antioxidants in there that are very good for you.
Yeah, so I've been making that switch, you know, in my diet and in my family, and these are the types of things that families can learn about when they come out. But talk a little bit about the trees in our area. You know, do you have a lot of maple trees out in that particular area where you are?
There's actually a lot of maple trees throughout Ohio. The sugar maple is the one that produces the best sugar content in the sap. So in other words, we're boiling about 35 to 40 gallons of sap down to make a gallon of syrup. But even our backyard trees, which are often silver maples, red maples, it just takes more like 60 to 80 gallons of sap to make a gallon of syrup. So they'll still make syrup. They have sugar content in them. That sugar, of course, is feeding the new leaf growth here in the spring, and so that's why this event happens in March, and it's just a natural process for the tree. We're taking a small amount so it doesn't harm the tree. It's just enough for us to kind of, it's a renewable resource, I guess is a good way to say it.
Nice, love that. So we're learning a lot.
Yes.
So talk to us just about that educational component for this festival, folks getting an opportunity to see how the syrup is made, and more than that, how things begin. I'm sure you'll be talking about that.
Yes, as Anne-Marie talked about, many of our people that are there with displays and things will show us a lot of different things, even from tree identification. How do we first identify what is a maple tree? There's going to be foresters there that's going to talk to us about how do we actually go in our forest and locate those and identify those. Clear onto the evaporator where you can watch us boil it down, and then even up at the event we're selling the final product that they can take home and actually try for themselves if they've never tried it. Or again, the breakfast that the Fair Foundation does for us there will only have pure maple syrup for our pancakes that day, so they'll get to taste it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot to learn, and as you said, tree identification. I just had told him during the break, I got a maple tree on my deck that drops propellers, and he said silver maple.
Yes.
So he knew right away.
Yeah.
So these folks obviously know what they're talking about. This time of year, I guess, is very busy for you, though.
It is, because it's the freezing and thawing that makes the tree decide to, yes, I need to grow new leaves, and so it sends a sap up to grow those new leaves, and then if it's going to freeze at night, it says, ooh, I got to protect that sap from the freezing. So it's that up and down time that we're actually drilling a small hole into the tree, collecting that sap for maple syrup.
Nice.
Wow.
And 26 years, right, for this festival?
26, 27 years at
Okay,
yeah, when
awesome.
they started. Started real small. It started really on private landowner spots, and then it grew and grew. So we had to move it to the Williams County Fairgrounds with the help of the Fair Board, allowing us to do it as an educational event. And like I said, the Fair Foundation, they make the breakfast for us. And Northwest Ohio Maple Syrup Producers, they supply the syrup and help run the whole thing.
Yeah. So starts this Saturday, 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. to noon.
Okay, so come on out, Williams County Fairgrounds, get yourself some syrup and warm up with
Yes.
that breakfast, right?
Enjoy a little time out in
Yes,
nature.
Yeah,
very
love that.
good. Folks, thanks for coming today. We
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, when Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show continues.
More ways to commemorate an historic event happening in 20 days. Good Day is back in a moment. Stay with us.